The truckers, just a quick recap for the people that are going to watch this video. One is that there is 8 ELDs that the FMCSA is saying that it's not going to be good anymore. And so you got to look at the Federal Registry for the ELDs that are good. And second is we know that it is blitz time and they're pulling over since last year over 47,000 truck drivers. And because of that, Oklahoma State Patrol is showing what a level 1 inspection is live and also showing why they put this truck driver out of service.
I've got one that's out of adjustment, so that's 3 out of 8 of his total braking that are out of adjustment or inoperable. So that's more than 20%. So he'll be parked here until he sends a mechanic out.
Truckers, if you don't got time to watch this video, the public announcement is there are going to be 8 ELDs that you can't use anymore. If you do, you're going to get put out of service. You got to go back to paper logs and you have to replace it by July 11th. So you got about, 60 days here. What's going on, truckers? So welcome to Truck News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Definitely want to update you guys here. Every time the FMCSA.gov site has something new, we want to update all the truck drivers out there. This is the problem that the FMCSA has is they can't make up their mind about certain devices. They want to use certain rules and regulations. They keep on switching, and all that's doing is confusing owner-operators, truck drivers, and fleets out there. Here's the list. Always Track, Command, Alcon, Track It, ELDX, Gorilla Safety, Compact ELD, HCSS ELD, LB Technologies, Fleet Track HOS, Simplex ELD to go, Trucker Path ELD Pro. So there it is, so Trucker Path ELD Pro. I wonder if that's the app within Trucker Path itself. Because if it is, then a lot of people use that. I got to triple check that for you guys. But right here, motor carriers have up to 60 days to replace the revoked ELDs with compliant ELDs. FMCSA will send an industry-wide email to inform motor carriers that anyone using this revoked ELD must take the following steps. Number 1, discontinue using the revoked ELDs and revert to paper logs or logging software to record required hours of service data. Number 2, the revoked ELD with compliant ELDs from registered device list before July 11th, 2025. I'll put the link down below.
Brakes released. Key to the on. Turn on all your lights. Turn the key to the on position. All right, very good. I'm going to step out front. We'll do a quick walk around, and then we'll come back around and I'll check your brakes.
What you're doing right now?
Okay, what we're doing is a full level 1 inspection, commercial motor vehicle inspection. So right now we're going to do the walk around portion of it, and here in a few minutes, once we get done with that, then I'll climb underneath and we'll measure all the push rod movement and check his braking. Turn off your hazards. High beams. Left. Got the key on. There you go. Right. Wiper. Washer. Hit your horn. Okay.
Just fix that too.
That pump ain't working. Go ahead and open your door. All right, watch your foot. You got your triangles?
They're on this side of the truck over here on the door.
Where are you headed to?
I'm headed to Blackwell.
Where'd you start out?
OKC 240.
Okay, just watch me in your mirror. I'm gonna make my way around the truck. Or just making our way down and checking, bolts for the suspension. Then we'll go into the tires. And when I get back around here, we'll check your brake lights, tail lights, turn signals. We're also checking the front of the trailer as we go, checking for aprons. We're checking for our attachment points for our fifth wheel, making sure he's not missing any bolts or anything that's not, or that it's not properly engaged. So checking wheel fasteners, making sure there's no cracks in the frames anywhere that we could see. Make sure there's no plugs in the sidewall of the tires. Brake! Right turn! Left turn! Sounds like he had an air leak up there when he hit his brake, so we'll check that here in a minute. So he came in here hot, his brakes were hung up, they were smoking, and it's still hot. We're gonna still let this cool a little bit more. Man, them wheel fasteners are hot. Brake! Right! Left! Yeah, they're hot. $90? Go ahead, jump out and open your hood. Okay, so now I've got to having him open his hood. We're going to start checking the brakes on the steer axle, and we'll check some other things while we're here, like steering and looking for oil leaks or whatnot. And then we'll proceed to the back of the truck and then onto the trailer. Go ahead, jump back up there. So what now, I'm just getting a chamber size, and then we'll measure these push rods. Now I'm just marking them so that I can measure. Using the old chamber mate to measure the size. Brake and hold. One and a half. 2.5. That brake's out of adjustment. You can kind of see how far it sticks out. That push rod is going out past its limit. You also hear, as he's got his brake supplied, air leak. Right there in that green line. Release. Hit your brake again. Yeah, it's right there in that coupling. Okay, release. What's the air pressure at? Still at 75? Okay. Let's go ahead and start it up and we'll recharge that air. Nope. All right. So what we're doing is turn your wheel all the way left. Rock it back and forth. So what I'm looking for is any movement inside this fitment arm. There can't be any. All the way right. We're also looking for this whole steering gear box. If it's not bolted on there or whatnot, it'll move. Straighten it out. What's that air pressure at? So I'm letting him recharge that air so that I've got plenty to check back here on these axles. Oh, it's fixing to go. Go ahead and shut it down. Turn the key back to the on position. Okay, so I'm gonna climb underneath there. I'll mark my brakes and whatnot, and then I'll holler at you to brake and hold again. I've got to climb underneath there. Also, while I'm under here, checking the drive line, moving it. It can only move 1/8 of an inch in these U-joints. Can move 1/2 inch on this carrier bearing. Anything more than that, we're out of service on that. Just that violation alone. Brake and hold! See, we got an air leak back there if you hear it. Release! Okay, I'm gonna slip out. Well, it'll be a little hard to get to me right here, but I'm gonna have to get up under here. I can hold! Release! Hey, break again! Break! Release! Fish my way out of here. Also, while I was checking that stuff, I was looking at the brakes, making sure the pads were moving, making contact with the drums. I'm also checking them for cracks or wear or rust or anything that would indicate that they're not working. Also checking the axles here, checking for the U-bolts and the suspension, checking for cracks in the springs, anything that I can't see when I did my walk around. That's what I'm underneath the truck. Started doing business, getting dirty. All right. What's the air pressure? This trailer is kind of a specialized trailer. It's for oil field purposes. It's used. They use it for collection of mud, and water, and whatnot, and to move it. If I let him recharge his air, he'd about depleted it all. That's why we're had him start it back up. All right, maybe this is cooled off enough. It's safe enough to get under there. Don't even think I'm gonna need to. No, he can't even release him. That's why when y'all were coming in ahead of me or behind him, they were smoking, but they're just locked up. So they're both defective. They don't even move. So far, he's got two brakes here that are in effect or inoperable, and then you've got one that's out of adjustment. So that's 3 out of 8 of his total braking that are out of serve or out of adjustment or inoperable. So that's more than 20%. So he'll be parked here until he sends a mechanic out. And that's about it. Got one more test to do. Let me grab that, so I'll have to walk back. Start it up. Well, pump your brakes down until your low air warning comes on. Both of them on? Primary and secondary? Yep. All right. Keep going to that parking brake engages. Start it up. Boy, idle it back up. We'll recharge that. Got one more test to do. The brakes are locked up now. Rolling everything on. Alright, so I'll get it to slip. Thank you. Try to get a motor go about 90, and then we'll let it go to idle. You already started somebody? You already started somebody? Fix this. You've got one brake out of adjustment on the truck. You got those two. You can't drive off. That's why I say if you have somebody started to go fix it, or let it go to idle. Steel. Primary steel dropper. There, your low air just come on. It could go below 80, so you're unable to maintain air pressure. You'll grab your driver's registration, truck, and trailer. You run any ticket on that trailer, give me that, and both registrations and your driver's license. Now, it's on top of this one.